Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk to you about the enemies of white nationalists and neo-Nazis and American National Socialists. All white power groups, most white power groups. I want to talk to you guys about who they view as the most vile enemy. The reason why I want to talk to you guys about that is because there's this myth that goes around that says that black people are not liked and are oppressed because they look different, because they have dark skin. It's because they look very distinct than other races. It is this myth that contributes to the theories of white oppression of black people. That the ultimate source of black academic underachievement, income underachievement, is due to the view of the white ruling class toward black people. That is the prevailing, or that is a very popular viewpoint among black anti-racists. I'm not going to say all black anti-racists, but many. Now, in saying that, if this theory is true that the reason why blacks are oppressed more than any other race is because they are visually distinct, more visually different than any other race, even Asians, Northeast Asians. If you could compare and contrast dark skin, kinky hair, that blacks just look so different. Why is it among white power groups that the most hated, most vile enemy in the white nationalist groups are the white Jew? The white Jew, because he's not. They don't even consider the white Jew white. They consider him Jewish, and this Jewish figure, this Jewish enemy, is white. Okay, there's no question about it. Jews are white. Most Jews that white nationalists have contempt for are white, without exception. White nationalists have built propaganda, or created propaganda that stems from this country to Europe and any country where Jews are, and they are considered Jews in a white society. They are considered invaders of a white society. Even though they look as white as the next white person, they are considered invaders. White nationalists don't think that the Jews have any merit of owning anything in a white society. Anything. Contempt. I'm talking about absolute contempt. Contempt. You think that, and so this thing about physical differences, Asians, Northeast Asians, would be far more accepted, or viewed far more positively in a white nationalist movement than any white Jew. The white Jews are seen as the main enemy, the main oppressor of whites, the main enemy of whites in all nations. It doesn't matter if it's America, it doesn't matter if it's England, it doesn't matter if it's Germany, all white society. RB said specifically, there are no good Jews. And he believes that in practicality. He said in theory, yes, there are good Jews, but in practicality, in a political sense, there are so many bad Jews that even the good Jews will side with a bad Jew. My main point is that physical difference cannot explain the motivations of white racism towards blacks. It cannot explain it fully. It cannot. Because if it was true, then there would be no way in hell a white Jew would be seen as the number one enemy in the white nationalist movement. They are seen as the number one villain. We all know that this is a myth, of course, to some degree. We all know that this is half-truths and, not the full picture of an ethnic group. I'm not saying that their statements of Jews are 100% true, indisputable, end of story. But what I am saying is that the Jew, the white Jew, not a black Jew, because let's just be honest here. When they're talking about Jews, they're talking about white Jews. When they're talking about Jews who so-called dominate the media, they're talking about white-skinned Jews that you would not. There's no physical difference between them and an English person, because they come from all parts of Europe, but they are considered Jews and are considered a different race, without question. The white nationalist movement has absolute contempt. What's his name? I don't know his name. The guy from Alliance, Mr. William Pierce, is one of the most anti-Semitic white nationalists out there. Was. His pure rhetoric, the blacks, when he talks about blacks, they are viewed as just tokens and tools by the so-called white Jew to destroy the white race. The main enemy for the white nationalist movement is not the black race, even though they think that they're used as weapons against the white race, because they think interracial mixing is a weapon to destroy the white race. They believe that integration is a weapon to destroy the white race. They believe that this notion that white pride is unacceptable is another conscious means of trying to destroy or destabilize a European identity in America. So, this myth about blacks, we just look different, we look so much different that whites are scared of us, it's garbage. We need to find another reason. Have a nice day.